about I tell you about the time that the universe was like, girl, this is not your man. Like, if you're not going to get it on your own, we're going to help you out. I've been seeing this person, but there was something in me that was not allowing me to go further. I never wanted to really let my friends and family know, especially my child, that this person was in my life, and I was like always very hesitant to move forward in a very serious manner. We had been on and off again. It was terrible. It was giving high school, very much giving middle school, on and off again vibes. Hello, red flag, right? I knew that this person was not authentic. He wasn't being honest with me, and I wasn't being honest with me. So that's why I believe I attracted him. He had gone on this trip and came back, and he stopped by my house. And at the time, we were not even together. We had had one of many breakups, okay? So he had stopped by my house. We were still cool, and he reeked. He smelled like sweat and travel and airports, and he was stinky. So I offered him if he wanted to go in my guest bathroom. I said, if you want to go take a shower and freshen up, I know how it is when you're traveling and you had layovers, especially international travel. He had to go out to the car and get a change of clothes. Keep that in mind. So he did that, and he came back downstairs, and we chatted for a little bit, and he was going to go to his mom's house or whatever, and I was like, all right, I'll walk you out. And normally, I don't know what it was. I think it was really God that was like, yeah, walk him out. So I walk him out, and remember, he had to go and get a change of clothes from the car, from his bag in the car. When I walk him to the car, I see the bag that he had pulled his change of clothes from on the front passenger seat in his car. And hanging right out of the top of that bag is a big ass, not trying to have a family pack of condoms. Mind you, we weren't together. That's fine. You were free to do whatever you were free to do. But how are you telling me, crying to me, literally and figuratively, day in and day out, about how much you want us to be together, how much you want us to work, and you are walking around clearly prepared to be down for whatever? And again, we weren't together. He was free to do that. But then don't come to my house. Don't.
All right. It's funny because I gotta say it like every video. Here's another attractive woman over the age of 40 who happens to be a single mom who can't get her dating life together. What's the problem this time? Okay, I'll tell you what the problem is this time. Okay, so it seems like she has a guy that's also similar age to her. They've been on and off, so he's inconsistent. Okay, sounds like the kind of guy she'll be sleeping with. That's right. Also, he's stinky. So he's over 40, inconsistent, smelly, and the biggest thing you have a complaint about is that when you walked him back to his car after he stopped by your house after a work trip, is that you've seen a box of condoms in his car. Which to me is the most responsible thing a man can do, is protect himself. But according to you, he shouldn't have any protection, right? Because he shouldn't even be sleeping with anyone. He shouldn't even be thinking about anyone. He should be focused on you, which, by the way, he's not even with. According to you, he's not even with you. But he needs to focus on you because he's trying to get back with you. Therefore, he should burn all the bridges that he could possibly have and focus on you and wait till you're ready for him. And you said that this is given childish and given high school. Unbelievable. You are an attractive woman. Look at the scenario you're in. And it's your fault. And you know it's your fault. And that's why you're scared to bring him around your family, your friends. You don't want to bring. So why are you over 40 single mom dating a guy that you're scared to bring and introduce to your friends? Why is he smashing you? A guy that you're embarrassed to introduce to your family is smashing you. And he smells. And he's inconsistent. And he's probably smashing other women too. And you say that we're childish. All right, if you say so.
Send me love notes and messages, and don't tell me all these sweet nothings that literally don't mean a thing. No, no. A double minded man will bring you so much grief, so much drama and trauma. I had to stop being untrue to myself and stop dealing with him. In that moment, I said, I will never see or speak to him again. And I haven't. And I didn't. I wish him well. And life has gone on. I don't want to hear a bunch of, well, what do you expect? Y'all weren't together. A man gonna be a man. All that kind of stuff. That's fine. Again, I don't begrudge him for doing whatever he was doing on his trip or otherwise. But then stay away from me. Again, if you have a desire to be with someone, if you have a desire to have this relationship with someone, then that should be your focus. If you are so insecure that you have to have all these other irons in the fire to make yourself feel more prepared for if one of them doesn't work out, then maybe you're not ready for a committed relationship. I'm not talking about dating. I'm talking about committed relationships. When you're dating, you do what you want. You can date freely. When you start to share your body, though, that changes the game. That ups the ante. And this idea that you are sharing your body with multiple people while pretending you're not, nope. We're too old for that. You know better, so you should be doing better. All right, just a reminder, ladies, gentlemen, everybody, he, she, they, them, don't do anything to yourself that you don't want somebody else to do. I was betraying me, right? I was betraying myself by being even in relationship with him on any level because I knew better and I knew I deserved better. So, of course, he would betray me because I had betrayed me. So just a reminder. How about I tell
You know, I don't think she betrayed herself. I disagree with that. I don't think she betrayed herself. In fact, I think you did exactly what you think you deserved. I think you deserved the man that was smelly, your age, and wouldn't commit to you. Someone that you'd be embarrassed to share with your friends and family. Women do this. Women do this. You know why they date men like this? You know, like you had to ever thought to yourself, why do women always end up in relationships like this? Why do attractive women like this end up in relationships like this? Because they don't think they could do any better. They don't think they deserve any better. They emotionally connect with weak men. A lot of women nowadays emotionally connect with weak men, and they want to nurture them. They want to take care of them. They love this idea that this man is worshiping them, you know, right? Would do anything to be with them. But the minute they find out that, he's keeping his options open because you guys are not even together, you're mad. You're upset. You don't even want to be with him. You're on them all the time. You don't want to be with him. You don't want to introduce him to your family. Yeah, you're mad he has condoms. This is modern day women. Modern day women are some of the most insufferable people on the planet. It's really fascinating to see this. This really needs to be studied. Women over 40 that are single and are mothers need to be studied, especially the attractive ones. This needs to be studied because, let me tell you something, there is a disease going around. There is a disease going around. And she accused him of being a double-minded man. Baby, you're a double-minded woman. You keep talking about, you betrayed yourself, you betrayed yourself. You didn't betray yourself. You did exactly what you wanted to do. You wanted to be with a man that you're embarrassed about because you felt emotionally safe with someone that worshiped you. You don't feel safe with men that don't worship you. Let's tell the truth. This is probably why you're single in your 40s, even though you're beautiful. Look at this girl's cheekbones, her face, her nose, her lips, her eyes. I know she got some makeup on, but you can tell she really don't need it. I know she probably got a filter on that. I don't know if she don't need it or not. I don't know. I can't tell you. She probably definitely does need a filter. I won't lie about that, all right? But for the looks of things, she's pretty well put together. Okay? And, as a 40-year-old man, it don't really get much better than this. This is like the height of what you're going to get for 40-year-old women. But still, instead of dealing with a decent 40-year-old man, she deals with bums. These girls deal with bums. I went on a date with a girl. She said she was in a relationship with someone for 14 years, married to them for 1 year, and she divorced him after being married for 1 year because he wasn't ambitious enough. And he was an alcoholic and a drunk. And my mind was like, but you were with him for 14 years. It's funny, people tell you how bad the person they're dating is, but that person is clapping their cheeks. Right? And I told her, you know, it's funny because I said, you know, it's funny. I said, do you feel like I'm more ambitious than your ex? And she's like, yeah. Right? She thinks I'm more ambitious than him, right? I said, you know, it's funny. When I meet girls like you, and they're attractive, and they've been through what you've been through, they tend to self-sabotage themselves. Because a lot of times women will go for what feels familiar. They won't go what's actually good for them. They'll go for familiarity. The problem with familiarity is, what if what you're used to and you're familiar with is crap, is garbage, is waste? What if? And that's exactly what happened. We had a great date, and later the next day she told me, oh, I feel like you're a great guy, but I think it's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. And I stopped taking these things personally, especially after I got popping on YouTube, because I realized that women are just going to fumble us guys. If you're a great guy, a lot of women are going to fumble you. They're going to fumble you, and then instead of dating you, they're going to date a guy that's had no ambition for 14 years and that's an alcoholic, or a guy that doesn't commit to them, smells stinky, and they're embarrassed to introduce them to their family. Yeah. Because you know what's funny? Here's what I really realized, especially after that last date that I told you about. Which, by the way, I had a good time. I don't mind. I mean, whatever. You know, girl's going to reject me. Let her reject me or whatever. But I said this to myself. I'm like, you know what's funny? Good is going to reject evil. And evil is going to reject good. So if you're getting rejected, it doesn't mean that you're bad. It just might mean that you're good and they're evil, or they're evil and you're good. Okay? Good is going to reject evil. Evil is going to reject good. And a lot of women, they only know how to date evil men and low-value men and beta men that is very familiar to them, makes them feel comfortable, makes them feel like they fit in their lives. I don't want to fit in any woman's life. I want a woman to fit in my life. And nowadays, every girl's a boss babe. She wants to have her way, control everything, and be in charge of everything. And a lot of men, real men, we don't want that. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.